Lucas here with February Messages. Thank you so much for joining me on a monthly basis to stay updated on current information. Hopefully you enjoyed that tune by Phil Collins, Two Hearts, and the pictures that accompanied it. Those were pictures from senior night and our recent bullying assembly. You can go online at gbusd.org and see the entire assembly, which is awesome. The kids did not have time to be disengaged because the facilitators did such a great job in keeping them motivated and engaged. So I encourage you to check that assembly out. We're doing everything possible to educate our kids about not bullying other kids, but we need your help at home with that by educating them also. So please talk to them at home. We'll do our part here, and our goal is to reduce or eliminate bullying. All right, let's dive into our messages. We're going to start with a positive, which is a random act of kindness by Dylan Baldrige. He's not only a student, but he's a varsity basketball player. And what he did was he offered his sneakers, which are in great shape, to another student or another basketball player on the opposing team. He identified that this young man had really bad sneakers. He should not have been wearing those sneakers on the court, but he had no choice. That was the sneakers the gentleman owned. So at the end of the game, Dylan went over and offered his sneakers, and the kid was very appreciative. We need more of that in this hectic, crazy world. More random acts of kindness. So thank you, Dylan. If you see him out and about, give him a big pat on the back. Alright, this quote is from Desmond Tutu, and he states that hope is being able to see that there is light despite all of the darkness. Something to think about, insert into your character throughout the month of February. Alright, let's transition to some happenings. Bond steering team meetings. We have a series of 6 meetings this upcoming Thursday, which is next week, February 15th at 6 p.m. in our governing board room is our 3rd meeting, so we'll be at the halfway point with these series of meetings. We encourage you to be involved by either coming to the meetings and sitting in the audience, listening, asking questions, or joining us on Facebook Live at GBUSD Monsters. Again, GBUSD Monsters. Please get involved, be educated so you have the knowledge, so when you go into the polls on November 6th of this year, of 2018, you have all the facts and you're not influenced by what you hear out and about. So get involved, please. And I just want to list a series of meetings one more time. This upcoming Thursday, February 15th, 6 p.m. in the governing boardroom. The next one after that, March 1st, 6 p.m. March 22nd, 6 p.m. and April 5th, 6 p.m. for a total of 6 meetings. We do have some optional dates after those dates in case the bond steering team needs to meet for further discussions and decisions. Again, our bond coming up will be utilized for capital items that are desperately needed, like new buildings. All of our buildings except the library are well over 40 years old. We tried to maintain them throughout the years, but like our bodies, you can maintain them all you want, but you're eventually going to get old. So our buildings are at that crossroads where we need to replace most of them. So please get educated and help us out in the future by voting yes on November 6th so our kids can have a great, high-quality educational system with programs and high-quality teachers so they, when they leave here, the students are very, very competitive out there. Thank you for any support. Alright, save these dates. February 6th, progress reports were sent home with students. I did do a one call on that to ensure that you were reminded. Please, whenever progress reports or report cards are sent home, check them out. Sit down with your child face to face, review each grade in their content areas, and talk to your kid and find out, hey, what went well for you here and why, and what did not go well for you over here if you have a bad grade and why. Partner up with your teacher and come up with a refinement plan so you can move your kid along properly. You don't want to avoid this task. Again, sit down with your kid and review everything. Celebrate the great grades, come up with a refinement plan with your teacher for those struggling grades. And that was February 6th. Progress reports went home with kids. February 7th, our monthly governing board meeting, 6 p.m. in our governing board room in the library building. February 15th, our next bond steering team. What time? 6 o'clock in the governing board room. Please get involved. And then ending this month, February 20th through March 2nd, our third benchmark Galileo testing. As always, each and every day, have your kids here. We will provide the breakfast if you can't, and we want them ready mentally so we can see throughout the year, are they progressing as far as the teaching and learning process? And if not, we will make our adjustment here at home. Just please provide some quiet time where they can finish their homework and ask you some questions. So we do our part, you do our part, and together we can advance our kids. A big thank you to our Gila Elks writers. They invested in our students by coming and giving us many school supplies. So they donated many school supplies a couple weeks ago. We thank them. You'll see their picture here in a second. If you see them at the Elks or around town, give them a kudos and a pat on the back for, again, investing in our students. Thank you, Gila Elks writers. This will do it for the February announcements. Thank you so much again for joining me on a monthly basis. And if you want more, this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can go to Facebook and type in Gila Unified School District. There's information on our Facebook. You can also go to our website, gbusd.org. Again, gbusd.org, and find more information. You can also see a lot of information in the Gila Sun on a weekly basis. Also, the one-call system, from time to time we do a mass messaging one-call about important information. And then again, YouTube. So just type in GB or Gila Unified School District and you can find information about us on YouTube. Oh, one more thing, also parent/student view. You can see your child's grades on a weekly basis. This way there's no surprises. So some other avenues beyond this message to keep informed. Again, have a great, safe February. Happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you back here in March.